The well-rested Eagles are coming off a bye week and are preparing for a rematch with the Giants. This week, I bring back Brandon Graham to talk about the pulse of the team, the tough road that lies ahead, and his Pro Bowl-type season. But wait, there's more. BG stopped this chat several times for a food delivery, furniture being delivered, and his kids coming home for school. Plus, for our YouTube subscribers, you get an MTV Cribs-type tour of his new home in the Philadelphia area. Whenever Brandon Graham and I get together, you can always expect the unexpected. And that's exactly what happened on this edition of Gunn On One, the podcast. Hey, good day, everybody, and welcome once again to Gunn On One, the podcast brought to you by Patterson Square Garden. The Eagles are coming out of a bye week, a much-needed bye week, considering the roller coaster they've ridden the first 8 games of the season. Now we're going to find out exactly what this team is made of, because they have the Giants coming up this week, and after this week, they have a stretch of 5 consecutive games against 5 opponents, all with winning records and all vying for playoff spots. So as the Eagles come out of the bye week, I said, who do I need to get on the show this week? Somebody who can tell it like it is, somebody with a personality, somebody who loves to give me crap every time we talk. So yes, just like we had him on the first show, I'm bringing him back again. The one, the only Brandon Graham. BG, what's up, my brother?
Hey, what's up, D-Gun?
Man, good to hear from you. You look well rested. You're smiling. That Brandon Graham smile, as I expected. So when you guys go to a bye week, everybody can't wait to get to a bye week just to get away, for a while. But Doug Peterson says, hold up just a minute. We're going to practice on Wednesday. So what were you guys thinking when Doug Peterson said you guys had to practice last Wednesday?
You know what? It's just like with anything, you got to do what you have to do. That's not terrible at all, considering what we us having to still be here. So we might as well get some work in, and I think everybody embraced it, because it's not like we was able to go travel home and see family, but Coach definitely wanted to make sure that we took advantage of a couple extra days since nobody's able to go home. So I think that's everybody wasn't really, tripping like how it would be if we was able to fly out and go.
So did you guys just practice that one day?
Yeah, we just practiced that one day, something light. We just wanted to get the body to still moving and, get ahead of, on the Giants a little bit, just making sure that we was just ready just for, when we come back.
So can you honestly get a lot accomplished in a light practice just one day, especially considering how up and down this team has been? Could you correct that many problems in just one practice session?
Getting a head start is pretty much just getting a head start. They just wanted us to get moving. They didn't want us to just have all them days off and not do nothing. I get exactly, what Coach wanted to do. He wanted to give us 4 days instead of, 6, because if he would have gave us Monday off, we'd have had 6 days. And, sometimes your body, especially now, you can lose a lot in 3 days. So, you just want to make sure that you keep the body kind of going and on its clock, because we got a whole second half that we trying to, do big things on. And I think with us being healthy and getting healthy now, I'm excited for what's to come for us.
So what was the coach's message to you?
Coach's message is, make sure, you guys, we got to keep that energy of what we had going into this bye week, and making sure that we come ready to play on Wednesday. Because of course he wanted us to that day when he told us on Monday when we came back to take advantage of that day, but really Wednesday is the day where we in pads and we get the week started off on that day, really prepping for the game.
So did you watch Washington play this past Sunday against the Giants?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I was on Red Zone, so it was flipping in between. I didn't watch it just actually the whole game, I was just watching bits and pieces because on NFL Red Zone, it just jumped from play to play. So I got to see some plays, though, and I got to see how the Giants ended it. And they've been playing some pretty good ball since we played them. So I know I told everybody, man, it ain't no easy games. Come on, man. I know better than that.
Now, you guys play teams like Baltimore and Pittsburgh tough, take them down to the wire. But when you look at where your record is right now, man, and what's going through my mind, you guys basically are 2 plays away from being a 1-win football team. You had that pick 6 that saved you guys in San Francisco. And then, of course, Evan Ingram drops that pass late in the fourth quarter when you guys played the Giants, man. So with that said, what is this team right now? Give me this team's identity, because I have no idea what this team's identity is.
Hey, well, one thing for sure, we're going to fight to the end, like you just said. And we're going to make sure that we keep that going, because at the end of the day, we can't worry about mistakes in the game, because that's going to happen. It's just how you respond. I think we've been, shooting ourselves in the foot a little much. And hopefully the second half, we pick that up and be better. But I do love that we started to create more turnovers as a defense, and then we controlled the ball a little bit more, and we didn't give it up as much. But I do think that like with anything, we can get better in both areas, and that starts with just how we work together and how we practice. And now that we're a little more healthier, hopefully that give a little boost for everybody to want to go work even harder.
Now, up to this point, the consensus has been the Eagles are a bad football team in 2020. How do you respond to that?
Just keep going. People, that's somebody's opinion that probably ain't never played. So, that's how I go. But what we've been showing is what is right. So, we just got to go fix our issues. Hold on, D-Gun. That's my food, D-Gun. Hold on.
All right. This man had to take a food break while we're doing the podcast.
There we go, D-Gun. My bad, man. Hey, I had to come get this food. My fault, man. She kept calling my phone, so I was like, "Dang!" I thought somebody.
Hold up, man. How is it you gonna take a break in my podcast to get some doggone food? How's that? What? How's it? Every time I try to get you to do an interview, you got to do something. You got a phone call. You got to babysit. You got to put a baby to sleep. Now, this is the first, though. You actually stopped in the middle of our discussion to pick up your food that was being delivered.
Hey, you know how it go, man. You gotta move, man. You gotta make it work somehow, because these kids on their way too. So I'm like, let me hurry up and run back so I can, do this for my man, because the kids just got out of school. Baby girl at 3, and I know wifey on her way over, and it only take like 30 minutes over here.
So what did you get, man? What did you eat? What are we eating today?
We got us a burrito today from Qdoba.
A burrito? You stopped my podcast for a doggone Qdoba burrito?
Look at that, man. That's for the kids, too.
Come on, man. Why don't you get in the kitchen and cook?
Shoot, we always eating in the kitchen. It's just right now, the kitchen don't have nothing in stock in the house right now because we moving in.
That's great. Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on, but let me get back to football for a moment. When you walk in that locker room, considering what you guys have gone through, when you walk in that locker room, can you get a true gauge on the mindset and attitude of the locker room day in and day out?
I think you can. It's how I go. You got to watch just how people is moving around and what they talking about. And, because if you got people complaining and saying like, oh, man, we got this today, we got that, I mean, you headed in the wrong direction. It's only going to get worse because your habits reflect everything, that you do. And so, I always try to, me, I miss the positive. I always try to get people to see the brighter side of things. I let them know that it's always light at the end of the tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, especially guys that get hurt, that's out for a minute. I know stuff creep in because things don't happen the way you want it to happen in the beginning. But, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's why I be telling them, like, we got 8 games and, and we got 8 games to get in this thing. And then we got some real work to do to make sure we go win this thing. So that's why I just got to keep everybody mind from being cluttered from other stuff that don't matter.
Are you more of a leader now than you've ever been?
I think so. I really do. I feel more comfortable with being more of a vocal leader. You know how I was. I just go lead by example and just kind of, shut up and keep it moving. But, now I really do just embrace what's going on and, where I am, in my career. And now I'm just excited just for what's to come.
What I've heard a lot of up to this point has been Brandon Graham in 2020 has been the Eagles defense's best and most consistent player. How do you answer that?
Just by continuing to keep on staying consistent, by how I practice, just enjoy, the accolades of the hard work, but, know that the hard work is not over. The work is still to be done. You got a lot of stuff that that's in front of you that, I've been working my butt off, man, to get to this point. And, my teammates definitely been working their butt off, and we've been just working good together. And so I think that, it's just lovely that I'm not missing a lot of opportunities when they come my way. And, man, it's the best I done started. And I'm just thankful that, this day has, come where, I feel like I'm this the best my body has felt, the best that I've started in my career. And I'm just trying to end my career with a bang, for real.
And knock on wood, man, when you look around the league at players dropping like flies from injuries and even on your own team, the whole season dropping like flies, that's a blessing, man. You still standing, and you're moving forward.
Yeah, man, it is. It's just you got to take care of yourself. I try to make sure I keep my maintenance up. You can't always think that, just because you're doing everything right, that stuff won't happen. But I do know that I give myself a better chance by, my schedule on how I've been taking care of myself these last couple years. And, man, I just try to stay consistent on that part too, because like you said, consistency is the key with everything. And as soon as you start feeling yourself or feeling good, like you've arrived and made it for the season, that's when things start to creep in on you. So I'm just trying to stay consistent, enjoy the good and the bad.
Man, I tell you what, it looks like you're having more fun than ever out there. Is it safe to say that you're just out there? I mean, you're all about your business, but you're just having fun every time you step on the football field.
Every time, man, I got to let them know and let them feel that presence because, I'm talking, I'm doing me, and I'm out there having fun with the refs too. I just want to let everybody know. I mean, I just want to leave an impression when I'm not out there no more. People, always remember, how I was, when I was out there. And, of course, I'm going to remember how people was too. So, it's just all about having fun because you don't know how long you're going to be out there.
Yeah. Do the referees like that? The fact that – wait, are you pausing my podcast again?
Yeah, you can leave that here. Yeah, my bad.
Wait a minute. This is the most unusual podcast I've ever done. But only you can get away with something like that.
We got to be different. Man. People know we real. We real out here.
You know what? You are a special individual, and when I say special, you can put that under many categories, believe me.
Hey, that's all good. That's all good.
Hey, man, look here. You have 7 quarterback sacks through 8 games. You've never had a double-digit sack season. I think you're easily going to get that. And now people are saying Brandon Graham, who has the 4th most sacks in the NFL this year, is playing at a Pro Bowl level. Is Brandon Graham playing Pro Bowl football?
Man, I'm not done yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving where I am right now, 8 games in. And, man, I think that, I got so much more to offer now that I done rested up. I feel like I got to recharge. All I got to do is stay consistent with my work every day and make sure that I bring people along because my teammates is gonna help all of us get there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Right,
helps
right.
everybody. You know, we got to win. We got to get out there and we got to put the work in. And I think being one of the leaders on the team, the way we communicate with each other, the way we carry ourselves in the building with all the stuff that's been happening, we got to keep our mask on. That whatever we got to do, we've been doing. We just got to keep that up and don't get tired of trying to do the right things. And that's putting the work in, whatever we got to do for COVID and, make sure that we come ready to play on Sunday.
You know, your defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz, said that older pass rushers this season are being very effective. You're 32 years old, so you're considered in that older clientele. Why do you think that is?
You know what? I knew what it took for me to get where I needed to go this year, especially being in the league 11 years. Because of COVID, a lot of guys didn't know what to do, especially the younger guys. And, they'd never been through, off season like this, where they had all this time to, make their own schedule. And so I think that, it definitely was an advantage for me because I always do stuff outside anyway. And then some of the gyms was lucky enough to, still be open or still have stuff going on to where I can, get my work in. But overall, man, I ain't missed a day except the weekends. I was off on weekends, Monday through Friday. I switched it up, started doing field work and did a lot of field work like I was playing it, like I was doing now. Like, that was the key for me, getting my feet, running around and doing like stuff that simulate some of the plays that we would have been having in OTAs.
It's not going to be easy for you to keep moving around, man, if you keep stopping and eating Qdoba burritos and stuff like that. Uh-oh, we just lost Brandon Graham momentarily.
There we go. What? Man, somebody was calling.
Man, what are you doing, man? You're totally messing up my podcast today.
Man,
that's three times we've had to stop in this podcast because of you. What are you doing?
It's something good, man. I always got to leave an impression, man. So something that you can always be like, man, this didn't happen before. BG was the first one.
You're like the antagonizing little brother. You just sit there and do like this, like he did it again. That's who you are to me. That's who you are to me. You're that antagonizing little brother.
Yep. Hey, man, just trying to make sure that you know that I'm here.
hey, look, you guys, when you look around the league, COVID has affected so many teams, and so many teams have had to go into games minus key players. How have you guys been able to sidestep COVID hitting you guys hard like a lot of teams? Did you just turn the camera off again?
I didn't, D-Gun. Dang.
Do you have a new computer or something?
Hey, you know what we've been doing? I feel like, everybody has different type of personalities on their team. But, everybody, don't want to feel controlled by people. And some people, and I feel like we just got a good group of guys that are really trying to do it right. I mean, you can't say everybody, is probably doing some of the right things, but, they haven't gotten in trouble or they haven't, caught it or whatever. But, I know that majority of the guys, have been taking care of themselves and really trying to practice social distance and, making sure that, we really get a hold of this thing because we know that we try not to have to go through this next year. So we need to comply and make sure that we take care of ourselves because, I mean, you don't want to have a big spread and then now we lose out on potentially, the season and now you don't have, money for yourself. And I'm telling you, everybody, that's the number one thing. We need to keep the money rolling for ourselves because everybody's not making the same thing. And, some guys, need to make sure that they know where the next dollar coming from for, during the off season, because this is usually how it take care of, what we need during the off season.
When I look at the numbers on your defense, a lot of teams are not running up big numbers in terms of running against your defense. But the few teams that have had success running the football against your defense, it's on these jet sweeps, misdirection runs, things like that. How do you tighten up to prevent those big gains against you guys in that regard?
We got to make sure that we keep our eyes clean, because we always talk about great players have great eyes, and so that's what we been trying to make sure that we get better on because, like you said, it's that's what it's all about. It's about doing your job, not trying to overcommit and commit to just know that trust your teammates. It's all about trust out there, and so we know that's how teams been trying to hit us.
Yep.
They've been doing a good job so far, but that's something that we really been trying to clean up this second half because we know that it's a copycat league and everybody's definitely gonna start trying to do the same thing until we fix our issues.
When people ask me, what is Brandon Graham like, one of the things I tell them is he's like an Energizer bunny. He's always smiling, always laughing, always joking, from sun up to sundown. Where do you get this unlimited energy, man?
You know what? It just kind of. I always pray that I learn who I really am. You know what I'm saying? And so,
yeah.
And I feel like whatever I feel, man, I try to do. And I know what's right and wrong. And if I feel like went a little overboard, I can own up. Ownership is a big thing, with me, and I try to own up to what I've done. And and keep it moving and learn from those things. And so I think for me, man, life is already serious enough. You look at social media, look at TV, all this stuff they talk about. It's just so much bad stuff going on, man. And I just try to do the opposite. I try to choose to be happy. I try to choose to have the right people around me. And sometimes you can't run from just because you had a bad experience or a bad time with somebody. You can't shelter yourself to not want to put yourself out there because of somebody that that you ran into. That's just gonna happen because sometimes being too nice, man, get you the wrong people around you because they try to take advantage. And so I know I had to deal with some stuff, and I can't run from that. I got to handle that. What I'm saying? I got to get that dealt with, because I didn't know how to communicate, didn't know how to do things, and I had to grow in some areas. So I think at this point in my life, man, I try to just like I said, had the right people around me and really try to have great relationships where I check in. It's a two-way street. I check in, you check in, what I'm saying? And it ain't got to be all the time, but it's just when we talk, man, it's just like we never left, from the first time. So
and there goes his camera again.
Hey, it was just saying 20%. I'm like, man, wait, I can't win today, boy.
You didn't even charge your what are you, a laptop, iPad? What are you on right now?
I got the wife old phone, man, and my new phone come this week. It should be here. It should have been here today, but I don't. The day is not over. But I know that man, her battery don't last long on this phone. So I was in the car charging it when you called me to make sure I was good for you.
So what do you have, a Snoopy phone or something? What kind of phone you got over there?
No, it's the little 10, iPhone 10.
Oh, the little iPhone 10. Oh, what are you getting now, the 12?
That's why I said, I'm getting the 12. I had to go back to the 10 because that's the one that she had in the house. But that's my fault, though, on messing my other phone up.
I was about to order the 12, and then my kids told me, Dad, you can't use the same plugs that you've been using on your 7 Plus. I said, what? I've got 6, 7 different plugs, 6-footers, 8-foot cords. I'm like, I'm not giving up my cord. I said, which phone can I still use with the old cord? They said, well, you can get the 11 and get the adapter for it. So I may bypass the 12 because I'm old school. I'm not ready to give up them cords yet, man. That things cost money.
Man. They do. That's how they in the business of making money, man. So of course they're not about to have you using your old cord for a new phone. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that on what you said because I felt the same way when I got this phone. I was like, man, what? I can't use my other one no more. You know what I'm saying? They out here getting it. They getting it. They even took it where you can't even, just plug your headphones in just iPhones directly no more. It's crazy. You got to use the little cord. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much, man, that you got to do. But I do understand it's about getting that money, man, and that's what they do.
Yeah, they're getting all of our money. Look, I look at you as the biggest talker on the team. I don't know of a bigger talker on the Philadelphia Eagles. If there is one, you tell me. Is there somebody that can out-talk you on that team?
Well, you know what? LaShawn McCoy was the one. That was the one. That's
okay. But on the current team, is there anybody on this current team that can out-talk you?
Nah, I don't think so. I got to shut myself up sometimes. Like, man, damn, boy, that 5-minute conversation turned into like 30 minutes. I was supposed to go home. The wife already calling me.
Man, as I talked about off the top of this unusual and unpredictable podcast for today, you guys got a murderer's row coming up after this Giants game, and you can't look past this Giants. How do you tell your guys, don't look at the bigger picture? We know what these big games are coming. Stay focused. Doug Peterson's message has always been one day at a time, one game at a time. How do you get that message across, especially to a lot of guys who are newcomers to this team?
Just keep on making sure you at least tell them, and then make sure that they focus in on that day at practice. Hey man, let's have a good practice. The little small talk that you have with some of the players. Make sure that it's pushing you towards your goals. You know what I'm saying? Because negative talk ain't gonna help you. So you might as well go out there and be like, hey man, even if you were saying you was gonna have a great day, hey, reassure them, hey man, it's gonna be a great day today, man. Let's go out here. Let's prove these coaches right that we ready. You know what I'm saying? And we move on. You know what I'm saying? And we go show. And so it started with me though. It started with a bunch of us, leaders on the team. We gotta be doing it too. And we ain't gonna be perfect with it, but at least we bringing the energy so people know how it's done. And so I think that's a good thing that we do, every day.
Give me some insight on Carson Wentz right now, man. He's ridden that proverbial roller coaster, 12 touchdown passes, 12 interceptions. A lot of people want to get rid of Carson Wentz already. When you see Carson Wentz in the locker room on the field, is he the same guy to you, or do you notice that maybe certain things are bothering him, especially with all the outside criticism coming his way now?
Well, I just had to tell Carson because, I know some of the stuff probably was getting to him because he felt, like, man, I'm gonna make sure I get y'all boys. I take care of y'all boys this next go around. And I was like, man, you ain't got to put no pressure on yourself. I already know what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I know how you do. We just gotta keep trusting yourself and keep on going, man. Things gonna start opening up. I'm telling you, just keep on working one day at a time. Keep on working on the little things that you know that you got to work on as a quarterback. And, them little details, man, just pay attention to them like you do and be you. Be you at the end of the day. You'll be ready when that time comes.
This Giants team is probably excited about getting another rematch with you guys real quick. You only beat them by 1 point. Evan Ingram doesn't drop that pass. It's a different outcome.
Yeah.
How do you mentally, not so much physically, but how do you mentally take them out of the game and let them know that today is not going to be their day?
Well, on defense, we got to go 3 and out as soon as we start. You know what I'm saying? Let them know, or turnover. One of them, you got to bring that energy in the beginning, or the offense got to go out there and score right away. Not even right away, but just score on your first drive. Let them know what type of game it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw the first punch. Especially because we play these guys two times a year. And so, when you play them that second time, you got to throw the first punch, especially if you won the first time and, it felt like it wasn't by much. It was just by a little margin. They get close, they kick a field goal, they win the game. But, I think that you got to throw the first punch in that second game.
It's still very vivid in my mind that Daniel Jones does the RPO, and all of a sudden he's sprinting 80 yards down the field. And if the turf monster doesn't get him, he's in the end zone. How in the world you guys let a quarterback run that, not just run 80 yards, but nobody could close on this guy?
Hey man, you must didn't see how fast he was rolling. That's what he won 22 miles per hour. That's what they said he hit on the field. So I was like, we knew that already because he did that a couple times against other teams too. So, but we ready. We ready. We're gonna be ready when that time comes. We ain't gonna just let it be easy.
Hey, what did you think about the presidential election and the outcome?
I loved it. I just loved how it just kind of popped up and, just say he won. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy. We needed a change from, the current president. I think a lot of stuff that's been happening with COVID, kind of changed that. And then, of course, I feel like he talked his way out of office. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what happened. But I'm happy with a new president. Proud of some things that happened. For the first time, in history, happening with the VP. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just excited for what's to come. Hopefully, things continue to keep on moving upward.
Do you think that this country will heal? There's been a lot of tension, a lot of bitterness ever since COVID came in, and of course we had the protests. We had a lot of unnecessary killings. Do you think with a change, this country can soon start a healing process?
I think so. Stuff can't stay the same. Nothing is forever. I just think that it's gonna take all of us, and we all gotta, just be open to,
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna be new,
Mm-hmm.
especially because you can't go back to being the old you, but you got to learn from all this. And I think we got probably some cooler stuff that we wasn't thinking about until now. That's probably gonna be in the works for the future.
All right, there seems to be a lot of commotion going on in your house. What in the
Baby
world's going
girl
on there?
baby girl on her
What, what,
way out here. They just
okay,
pulled up.
now, from what I understand, you've always talked. There she is. You've
There
always
she
talked
go.
about how you wanted to make Philadelphia your home.
Yep.
Okay,
What's up,
stop
baby?
number 4. Hi,
Say hey.
hi. All right, you've always talked about how you wanted to make Philadelphia your home.
Yep.
And from what I'm told is you just recently bought a home in the Philadelphia area, so this is going to be home after you're done playing football.
Yeah. I just embraced it, man. I'm here. Been here long enough, and I feel like the jobs that's been offered me, I can see myself doing. So I just know that this is the place that's home. This is my second home, or it's gonna be my first home now. But Michigan
Yeah,
always gonna be in my heart for sure.
yeah.
But I can always go back there and do what I have to do, see family and stuff like that. But Philadelphia is what I'm gonna do every day because that's where it's at.
So how long have you been in your new house now?
Well, you know what? We just got it last month, but we
Okay.
haven't officially moved in yet because we still. This happened. We found the house. We was just looking, and we just
Yeah.
said we can't let this one go, and so we went on ahead and got it. But we still have our lease up till June of next year. So after the season, we should be moved in though.
And there's people actually moving in while we're speaking right now.
Yeah, people right now are all the movers that just moved all our stuff from Michigan. It
Oh
just got
wow.
here today, and they'll be done in like an hour or so. They've been here since like 8 this morning, and they'll be back tomorrow to unpack all the other stuff. But they putting everything in the rooms and putting everything back together.
Can you just take us on a little tour where you are right now? Just a little quick tour, just so we can
Yeah,
see what the lifestyle of the rich and famous is like. Oh
this my
man,
this my
nice.
little this the kitchen right
What?
here.
Oh
Yep,
wow, beautiful.
yep,
Let's
yep.
see.
This the
Let's see.
kitchen.
Let's see that driveway again. Oh,
All
look at
right, hold
this.
on. This backyard.
Wow,
Yep.
that is beautiful, man.
Yep.
Oh my
Hold on, let me
goodness.
see. Hold on, here you go, crybaby.
Wow.
Big boy. Big
He's
boy.
got kids running
I know.
everywhere.
Yeah, they everywhere. Big
Look at it.
boy.
Oh my goodness, beautiful.
Yeah, so
See,
it's
this is what happens when you make that NFL money.
man.
Now, is it
Hey.
true? Is it true that I inspired you to stay in Philadelphia? Is that true?
I don't know, man. You might have because it wouldn't have been no after the game D Guns talks like we do. Uh but yeah, how about your Cowboys, man? What happened?
Oh,
What
you want to
happened?
bring that up? Wait. All right, wait.
Huh?
You want to bring this up? I said, okay, I said I thought the Cowboys, talent-wise, were the best team in the division, and man, have they
Oh,
disintegrated. They can't even keep a quarterback on the field, so I know you gloating about that.
you the person I thought about, man, real quick. I was like, oh, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, because you know how it goes. Like when we had the best in there, we got hurt.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody make no excuses for us, so I don't want to
That's
hear you
right.
make no excuses for them
Oh
either.
no, I don't care if they
Okay.
go 0-16. I really don't.
Yep.
But you know what? Now that you brought that up, I'm never going to forget last season when you and I were standing in the tunnel at the Giants game after the game, and we're talking about a win over the Giants, and the guy with the Dallas Cowboys leather jacket walked by and said, "Hey man, I know you mad." That was one of the
Yep.
funniest things I'd ever seen, man.
Man, hey, that was good. He walked right past at the right time. At the right time. That's
Oh
why I
my
was like,
goodness.
man, that was perfect timing.
Well, look, man, I know I speak for a lot of people when I say I'm happy that Brandon Graham is staying in the Philadelphia area. I'm happy that Brandon Graham is having a Pro Bowl season. I'm happy that Brandon Graham is still playing at a high level, even though he's old as dirt at 32 years old now. Uh, I had to
Hey,
get that
I'm gonna
shot in
show
there.
you old. That's what I be telling them. That's my motivation there all year. I'm gonna show
But
you old.
But
I love it.
if I inspired you to stay in
Yep.
Philadelphia, don't you think I should get some kind of commission, something, anything? Don't you think D Gunn should get a commission?
Hey, D Gunn got him a podcast, and he got the first one was on me. Second one, I don't know,
Ah!
man. You owe me money now.
Don't be trying to charge me, man. Hey, man, you can't. No, you can't charge me, bro.
No, I
But
ain't
look,
gonna. I ain't
man,
gonna never do that. You know that I'm
I
always trying to help.
I
Always
appreciate you,
trying to
bro.
help.
Look, I know your daughter just got home from school. You got
Yep.
people moving in your house. You stopped my podcast to get Qdoba
Look at
burrito.
him. Yeah,
Look
look
at
at him.
that.
Look at
Oh
him.
my
He
goodness,
ready.
dude,
He ready.
that
Come
is
get me. Look at him.
awesome, man.
What's up, man?
Wow.
Let me get a hug, man. Come
Look
here.
at that.
Come here.
Uh-oh.
Come here. Oh, he
Hey,
psyched me. Can I get a
is that a
hug, man?
is that a
Oh, look
future
at him.
running back or defensive end?
You know what? He's gonna be a future baseball player.
Baseball? You don't want to play in football?
I mean, if he want to, yeah. But I know for sure I want to get him in other sports that I ain't get a chance to play because it wasn't really offered. The schools that I was going to in Michigan. Like
Yeah,
baseball.
yeah,
I played t-ball. That was the only thing I played, and then football and track and
yeah.
field and stuff took over. But I didn't never get a chance to really play baseball. I feel like after football, I want to be, one of them in one of them leagues, them older leagues where you just kind of trying to keep it going. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Trying
right,
to keep working.
right.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do.
Well, look
Be
here,
in
man.
one of them leagues.
I know you're just about out of juice on your bootleg phone, so
Yep.
I'm not going to hold you much longer. But as always, I can't thank you for taking the time to talk to me on my podcast. And, of course, stand by because I know I'm going to talk to you again at the end of the season. Hopefully, we're talking about a Brandon Graham Pro Bowl season, an Eagles division winning season, and you guys find a way to go deep into the playoffs and shut up a lot of the critics. So
Yep.
until then, my friend, thank you so much for being a part of Gun On One, the podcast, as always, man.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Always. Thank you.
And I'm not paying you, so you can get that out of your mind now. You got that Brandon Graham NFL money, lifestyle of the rich and famous money now.
Yeah, hey,
Brandon
you
Graham
got it
set.
too. Hey, don't get it twisted. You've been getting six figures for a long time since '98.
Hey, look here, man. Just one other question, real quick. One question. What's it like to be rich? I'll never know this. What's it like to be rich?
Man, it don't. It. Let me tell you, it's cool, man, to have that security for yourself. If
Yeah,
you do it right, but at the same time, you want it's what you do with it. And so always try to make sure we give back and do something, donate, to charities, and
yeah,
just know that you in a position where you can help people. And so I
right,
always don't get it twisted on, yeah, you can take care of yourself, but at
right.
the end of the day, bring some people along. B-Dog has said that to me. Bring people
Sure.
to your party. And so if I get all this responsibility, man, I really just try to be responsible with it. Because it can easily be spent and be done and be over with, and you don't have nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies
So
and gentlemen, he is the one and only Brandon Graham. Don't ever change, my friend. Don't ever
appreciate you, man.
change. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And
Yeah,
I
look
want to
at it.
thank you. Look at, oh my goodness, man, that car's better than my car, man.
Look at it. And then this
Wow.
driveway right here. Look at it.
Look at this. Look at that
Big
driveway.
boy, come on. Come this way, mama. Turn around.
Hey man,
Come
can
on.
I just come hang out one day? That's all I want to do. Can I come
Hey,
hang out
you
at the
know
new
you
house?
you welcome at all times. Come on.
I even work the grill. I fire up the grill and do the ribs for you, man.
Hey, for real. Hey, we just
Oh,
put
yeah.
the grill up. We just put the
For real.
grill up too.
Okay. All right. That's a deal.
All right, that's a bet. Hey, for real. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Whenever.
All right, BG.
When we get it all in,
we'll definitely, have you and your wife and your family, whoever you want to come over. We'll do something, man. We got to start doing that.
Yeah, I would love to do that. All right, looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you as well for joining me on this edition of Gunn On One, the podcast. My man, Brandon Graham, he is one of a kind. Nobody has ever stopped my podcast 4 times in one podcast to take care of food, take care of people moving in, and to get his kids. Man, this guy can do it all. So until next time, as I always tell you guys, be blessed, but more importantly, be a blessing to somebody else. This has been Gunn On One, the podcast, brought to you by Patterson Square Garden. So long, everybody. Gunn On One is a production of D-Gun Enterprises in Patterson Square Garden. Alvin Shabazian and Wes Pendleton are the executive producers on behalf of Patterson Square Garden. Lead producer is Derrick Gunn. Associate producer is John McNeil. Sound design, mixing, and mastering by Alvin Shabazian. Original music by Weatherman. For more information about the podcast, visit GunnOnOne.com. And please don't forget to subscribe and give us a positive rating if you're feeling the show. Thank you.